Xcon Media.
Welcome to the channel. Appreciate you tapping in, man. This will be Thursday night's broadcast. So today is Wednesday, which is the day before, and two things is going to happen. There's going to be a lot of football watching and a lot of eating. So I don't expect too many views, but hey, if you save it, come back to it later on, hey, I definitely appreciate it. It's on the internet. It's going to be here forever. So you can come back and see it whenever you feel like it. But man, today we're going to talk about that boy, Shedeur Sanders, man. Now, it's a lesson in all of this stuff. And it is still early in the young man's career, man. But I have to say, man, this dude has been through a ton. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah. The reason why I made the video is not only to talk about him getting his first NFL start, but to emphasize that sometimes one door has to close for one to open up, you know. So you got to keep on enduring. You got to keep on pressing through and pressing on, man. And following this young man's career, I mean, his father, Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, is the reason why I rock that black and red. You know, I was born and mostly raised in New Orleans, man. So I never liked the Saints. And when I started watching football, this man was coming through doing stuff like this. Yes, that is how and why being born in New Orleans, yet in 80, 89, 85, 82, whatever you want to say, 87, the New Orleans Saints didn't give nobody anything to watch. When I saw this man right here, I said, oh, that is my team right there. You know what I'm saying? And he's been this dude. Everything that y'all see today, all the flashiness, all of the stuff that they don't like about him, he has been this dude from day one. Not only did he play for the Atlanta Falcons, he also played for the Atlanta Braves at the same damn time. You understand what I'm saying? So Shedeur Sanders knows a thing or two about keep pressing forward. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Deion was that dude, man. And I just gotta play one more video before we start talking about this Shedeur Sanders, that thing that's been playing out in the media. It's been real nasty. The coach have said some things, but let's get to this Deion video really quickly.
Famer Deion Sanders, who played for both the Atlanta Braves and the Atlanta Falcons. Sanders even had a hatch just planned months in advance. Because the missed opportunity in the 1991 World Series when the Braves defeated the Pirates, there was a clause in his NFL contract that technically banned him from playing during the MLB's postseason. Fast forward a year later, Sanders got the green light. Now the question was, would there actually be a day where Sanders could play for both teams on the same day? On October 11, 1992, it was possible. In the afternoon, the Falcons played against the Dolphins. On the evening, the Braves played Game 5 against the Pittsburgh Pirates. In the days leading up to the big day, you had a feeling it was meant to be. After playing Game 4, Falcons coach Jerry Glanville punished him by leaving him out on the first play for being gone the whole week. To make matters worse, the Falcons lost the game. But the only thing on Sanders' mind was making it to the Times to Pittsburgh, which he did, arriving 16 minutes before the first pitch. He barely got to warm up and was just seconds away from doing the impossible. But the Braves never put him in the game for what would have been the first time a player played in an NFL and an MLB game on the same day. 3 years earlier, though, Sanders did make sports history by becoming the first man to hit an MLB home run and score an NFL touchdown in the same week, hitting the homer for the Yankees, then signing with the Atlanta Falcons and scoring a punt return touchdown in his first game. One more crazy dual sport record Sanders holds. He's the only man in history to play in both the World Series and the Super Bowl.
The only one to play in the World Series and the Super Bowl. You understand? You understand that? The World Series and the Super Bowl. So Shedeur knows how to conduct himself. He come from greatness. And that man has been sitting on the bench waiting for his turn, and his turn came up. His turn came up. Stick to the end of the video because I'm gonna show you some math that played in the picture that just said that if we could read that math in the beginning when he was going through all this, the numbers add up. We'll show it after we check out these Shedeur Sanders highlights.
So after a historic win for Shedeur Sanders, in which he became the first quarterback since, I believe, 1999, since before Shedeur Sanders was born, to win in his starting game as a rookie. Take it away, Shedeur. Let's just listen to this press conference.
Mm-hmm. I asked the question of your father, followed up with you and went a little viral about feeling the pressure of having to perform at different levels.
Yeah.
Like that your entire life.
Has it changed?
That's what I'm about to ask you. How did you feel coming in? Is it changing the pro level?
I'm not gonna lie, I felt very relaxed. And half of that comes from preparing, studying, and knowing I got God on my side. So throughout all that, I had no worries. I didn't feel nervous or anything before the game because, like he took all my worries and everything away.
Shedeur, just how do you summarize?
I want you to think about this stat for a second. Okay. He is the first Browns quarterback to win in his debut since 1999. This brother wasn't even born at that time. That's commendable, whether you think it's commendable or not. And this is coming from a pure Atlanta Falcons fan. However, I am a fan of his father. So whatever the Sanders family do, because I did have an opportunity to meet Deion Sanders one time at the Atlanta Marriott Marquis, which was my job at the time. And so I've been rooting for that brother ever since. Coach Prime, by the way, my son is on the way to Chicago. Y'all might want to take a look at him for the following year. I'm just saying. Okay. But Shedeur, man, his jersey number is number 12. Okay. He started on week 12. Right? This is week 12. Our last week was week 12 of the NFL season. 12 times 12 is 144. Shedeur Sanders was the 144th pick. That's amazing. I don't know about y'all, but when I saw that, I was like, wow, that if that ain't God, I don't know what it is. So shout out to that young brother, man. Shout out to the Sanders family. All I hope is that you see how every time Travis Kelce of the Kansas City Chiefs do something and they throw Taylor Swift on the screen, I need y'all to have this same energy, NFL. Every time Shedeur Sanders do something, make sure y'all put that man right there on the screen. Put him up. Put him on the screen. Because I don't care what Taylor Swift did in her life. She, not taking away from nothing that she's done. She is a very great artist. I am a fan of her. But this guy right here, come on, man. This guy here done been through all kind of ups and downs. Man, if y'all don't know about Deion Sanders, man, that all the stuff that y'all seen at Jackson State and all the stuff that you see in Colorado, this is nothing new. This is this guy. This is what he do. He's going to unconditionally be who he is. And he is the reason why Atlanta Falcons, you know what I'm saying? Atlanta Braves, you know what I'm saying? I moved to Georgia as a teenager, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, it was only fitting. Then I met him when I was 18 at my first job. Oh, it's over. Too legit to quit. Hey, man, that man had been, y'all see all them people on the sidelines at his Colorado games? He been doing that. the stars been coming to see him. Let me see if I can find a video with the stars on the sideline back in the day. Okay, I got a treat. Well, I found this one right here. This right here. Okay. For those who watch Colorado football now, when you see Master P, you see all kind of folks on the sideline at a Colorado game, man. Hey, check them out as they talk about the biggest name in the game at that time on the sidelines with the Falcons.
The kind of theme of the team that year, the whole too legit to quit. Then what was it again? How do you
Back
do
in
it?
Black?
The too
legit
to quit.
Hey, too legit.
Yeah.
Too legit to quit.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah. What did
I like that part.
We had a video with some good-looking girls singing.
Oh, my
I don't
goodness.
know where that is.
was that the a motto y'all truly lived by that season?
It was cool though.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean,
being
you know,
cool.
having Hammer in the locker room
And he
with
was
us.
huge.
It was
Yes.
perfect.
Hammer was
All the time. I mean, that was a hit song at the
Yeah,
time.
perfect,
I mean, it was easy for us to adopt that because
Perfect
he
timing.
was, I mean, he was with us. He was part of the team. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, you say he was somebody that was there. He was actually part of the
every
team.
week.
Every week he was
Every
there. He
week.
traveled with us at the practices, at the games.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was easy for us to adopt Too Legit.
And there was T-shirts made with Too
Yeah,
Legit
Too
to Quit.
Legit to
And
Quit.
people
yeah.
were like, okay. You see me in the stands all the time with it. My brother and sister had them too. So
It was our
everybody had them. I think MC Hammer was he was one of the biggest celebrities at the time in the country.
Yeah.
To come to our sideline, he was getting a kick out of that with him and Dion.
For those who don't know, just in case you don't know, this is Grady Jarrett's father. Okay. For those Falcons fans because some of y'all don't know, everybody don't know. Okay, Grady Jarrett, long time Falcon great. I think the year we went to the Super Bowl was his second year out of Clemson, and he did set some type of record with 3.5 sacks. He sacked Tom Brady at least 3 times in the Super Bowl, but of course we know it wasn't enough.
And had this thing going on where Dion was a primetime superstar, and obviously MC Hammer was too. So they blended right together.
And then Dion came to me and said, MC Hammer wants to talk to the team before the game. He wants to talk to the team.
Right.
He wants to give the team talking. You know me.
Yeah.
Yeah, let him go. Let him have it.
The news, his talks are a whole lot better than his talks that.
And for those who don't know who MC Hammer was, I found another little highlight, man. Check
Players
it.
have offensive coaches, defensive coaches, nutritionists, weight trainers, even psychologists. But until now, I don't think they've ever had a dance coach.
Break it down.
MC Hammer, the best dance coach the NFL could have. Have you had fun teaching your new students?
Oh, yeah, I had a lot of fun. Icky and Clarence and prime time myself. We've been running around here and just having a real good time.
Let's see it. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. We just scored a touchdown. Hit it.
Okay, MC, thank you very much. Tomorrow night, you're up for 7 American Music Awards, the event shown live on ABC. It'll be a bit muted like the Super Bowl is because of the events overseas.
Well, you know, it's kind of like a situation where my mind is in 2 places at one time because, of course, I'm thinking about the situation, you know, in the Middle East. And at the same time, we'll be having the American Music Awards. So I'm going to dedicate my performance to the troops.
But you are a sportsman at heart. You got your start via a pro sports team.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Through the Oakland A's, I used to be the bat boy, and I used to also be an assistant for Charles O'Finley when I was very young, 10, 11 years old. So I had a lot of fun with baseball. And Mike Davis and Dwayne Murphy, formerly of the Oakland A's, they helped me get my start.
Thank you for being our special guest today.
Thank you.
Also, shout out to this guy right here, man. Evander Holyfield, man. When Atlanta wasn't winning anything in sports, that guy right there always seemed to bring that heavyweight championship back to the A, man. I got a chance to meet him one time. I got big hands, but man, that man hands swallowed my hand up, man. And I got some big hands for real, man. I got big hands, but shout out to that guy right there, man. Found another clip, man. As I look for clips, man, I'm just finding all.
I understand you actually had a job working with the Falcons.
Well, I worked at the stadium. Okay. I sold Cokes and popcorn. I was a vendor, and so I couldn't pay to go in, so I had to work the stadium. So.
Wow, so you're doing the soda vending in the stands? You work the stands?
That's what I did. That's what I did as a kid at 15 years old. This is what I did. When the game is over, I wait downstairs and wait till the players come out and carry it back to the car for them.
Just said all that. The purpose of this whole video, man, is use this, people, as encouragement. Sometimes when one door closes, another one opens up. I give a perfect example of my life. Okay. I had just came home from prison, started driving trucks with I graduated school, started driving trucks for a company, and at the time I had a daughter on the way, right? So I started the job in July. October, it was time for my daughter to be born, and asked the job, to go home. Needless to say, that didn't work out too good. And that was my last day on the job. All right. They tried to make me miss it they gave me a run from Atlanta all the way to somewhere deep up in Michigan. And the next run after that was from Michigan all the way down to Brownsville, Texas. And when I tell you Brownsville, Texas is the bottom. And needless to say, that load took me from Brownsville, Texas, back to Murray, Kentucky, where I dropped that truck off. I caught the Greyhound home, and I was there to see my daughter being born anyway, right? So that was my last day on that job. And then I applied for a job. Now, keep in mind, convicted felon, fresh out of prison. They don't know that at the time I was fresh out of prison, but they knew I had just started my job. So I applied with 2 companies. I picked the company that I picked. That's where I was going to go. They called me, said my record. They talking all this malarkey about my record. So I ended up going with the backup company. Stayed with the backup company 3 years. That's where I learned all my trucking. Was a trainer, had recruiting awards. I had an award for being the trainer, the top trainer in the 4th quarter in the entire Southeast. All right. So 3 years on that job led me to starting up my own trucking business, which I had got up to 3 trucks. Hey, lost it all, had to regroup, reset, and get back up again. You know what I'm saying? So that is my story to people, to be like, listen, man, when you fall down, get back up. When one door closes, another one will open. Don't worry about it. You can't panic. You can't lose yourself. You can't get down. You can't get depressed. You can't do none of that, man. You got to keep on going. You got to keep on pressing forward. And that's why I love stories like this. Shedeur Sanders, man, been getting ridiculed, been getting called all kind of, the stuff that the owner and the head coaches have been doing to this young man all this time. Listen, man, I wouldn't want to play for them. But guess what? They had to turn to him. Because Deshaun Watson, listen, that's a whole nother story. They traded Joe Flacco, Dylan Gabriel, the other rookie that they had, letting them down, turning the ball over, doing this and doing that. Hey, they had to turn to Shedeur. You know what I'm saying? I think they had one more quarterback on the roster. I don't know where that other dude was, but when everything was closed up, man, for the team, that door for Shedeur Sanders to come in on Sunday and shine like a light opened up, man. So shout out to that guy, man. Shout out to Deion Sanders, man, for the way he does and has put his family in position, man. I love it. And again, Coach Prime, you Chicago. My son will be on that field next year. Y'all better take a hard look at him. A hard look at my son coming out of Pace Academy. All right. But that's my time for now. Appreciate you tapping in, like, comment, subscribe, man. And again, man, when one door closes, another one can open up, man. Keep on pressing forward. Do not give up until you take your last breath. Thank you for tuning into Xcon Media. Go right ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hurry up!